What's up guys, I'm MetaSly and we're back today with episode 9 of the Final Fantasy 1000 Hour Challenge where we get 100% on every mainline Final Fantasy game in order. So far we're about 14 and a half hours into the challenge and we're working our way through Final Fantasy 2. So if you want to see any of the previous episodes that you might have missed, you can find them either in the description of this video or in the playlist on my channel. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so we left off last time having just gotten the mithril from this cave at Summit Falls. So I believe we're supposed to take it back to the princess. I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but either way, we're going to make our way back to the castle and then I'll meet you guys there and we'll see what happens when we give her the mithril.
I remember now.
Hilda, that's her name. I'm going to go ahead and stop here at Salaman too and see if what's his face over here does anything when we bring the mithril back. Joseph. I cannot remember these names very well for some reason, but let's see what he has to say. You better get that mithril back to Altair. Princess Hilda is waiting for you. Okay, well, not much to say. We've got to make our way to the princess. All right, we made it back, so now let's see what Princess Hilda has to say now that we bring her the mithril. The Empire also suffered heavy losses at the Battle of Fynn. They're building the Dreadnought in Bafsk to help compensate for those losses. So we will show her the mithril. You found the mithril! Now we'll finally be able to fight the Empire on equal footing. Please take the mithril to Tobal, the town blacksmith. I'm certain he'll be able to use it to make you some magnificent weapons. Alright, let us do that immediately. Always for getting better weapons.
Upgrades.
I'm curious what each character's super weapon is, or if there are the super weapons or equivalents in this game. What could you want with me? I'm just an old man. Maybe once I show you the mithril. Oh, that's mithril. I've been waiting for the chance to work this metal for as long as I can remember. All right, leave the rest to me. Swords, armor, you name it, I'll start crafting. It's been too long since I let my hammer ring. I wonder if that means we're gonna have access to mithril armor and weapons. It is interesting that that's part of the story, is getting better armor and weapons there like that. You can buy the equipment I made over at the shop counter. This will keep my hands full, I tell you that. So we give him the mithril, and then he makes us still buy the stuff.
Well, that place was a ripoff.
Okay, so we can get the mithril knife, mace, spear, and sword. Let's compare the mace to the one we currently have with Maria. Currently we have a staff. Magic interference +5, +70 accuracy. This gives us much higher... It does better attack, but lower accuracy and worse magic interference. So I don't think we're going to pick that up. The knife, I'm not sure. Magic interference is the same as with the staff for the mithril knife. And accuracy is about the same and attack is a lot higher. So I think we're going to give the mithril knife to Maria. So let's go ahead and equip that now. Yeah, see, the evasion is a little bit lower, accuracy is a little bit lower. Shouldn't matter too much, but the attack is way higher. And we've been doing a lot of physical attacks because just auto-battling through most of this game so far. So let's see, the mithril sword. I'm just going to take a chance, not even look at it, and buy it for Furion. Got to be better than broadsword, and it is by quite a bit. Okay, so let's see. Spears we don't use right now. We may eventually. I'm pretty sure Minwu just has a wand as well. Let's see. I'm not sure if it's worth buying weapons for the characters that come in and out of the party. So for now, we'll hold off. And he has just the regular versions of all of this stuff. Okay, so we currently have sword and shield with Furion, knife with Maria. Guy has dual-wielding axes, and then a staff with Minwu. I'm trying to remember, there's a penalty for dual-wielding. I need to figure out what that is to see if it's worth dual-wielding with Maria. So I'm going to go to the tutorial area, look at that, see if I can find it, and then might buy another knife for Maria. So equipping a shield cuts the unarmed combatant's attack power in half. But it doesn't seem to matter if we just dual wield it. It just matters if we're wanting to go unarmed and want to use a shield. So I believe we're going to go ahead and buy another mithril knife and see if it's any good. I think it'll raise the magic interference a little bit, but it's only by like 5, which is not much. So I think we're going to go ahead and dual wield knives with Maria. And should be pretty good, I think. So another mithril knife. And equip. What if we hit optimal? Looks like that is the optimal that we have. Is anything else optimal for anyone else? It's saying it's optimal for him to dual wield as well. But I really would like him to have a shield. Wonder what optimal would be for Minwu. Double axes? I mean, honestly, why not? We might as well. Let's see what it does. Okay, so now we have the mithril armor. I don't think we need to talk to this guy again. I'm curious. We probably have to go back to Hilda. No time to talk. There's work to be done. Okay, so let's go back to Hilda, see what she says now, and see where we're supposed to go next. Assuming something to do with the Dreadnought. Okay. The Dark Knight overseeing the Dreadnought's construction was most capable. Fortunately for us, he's tending to other matters now. The theft of the mithril has likely knocked the Empire off balance. I would like you to journey to Bafsk. If we're to stop the Dreadnought from being completed, this may be our only chance. So let's learn the term Dreadnought. We have a man in Bafsk. He's found a way to reach the Dreadnought. I want you to destroy it. At the very least, find a way to delay its completion. Full confidence that with you and Minwu on this task, it will be accomplished. Okay, so trying to remember where Bafsk is. I believe we have to take the ship to Poft and then go east. See if anyone here tells. Does not look like it. Okay, so I'm going to go off of my memory, as dangerous as that is, and go ahead and head to Poft, and then we'll head to the east. So that's a long way. It was a long way back there, and then who knows how far Bafsk is from Poft. So I'll meet you guys there in just a second. All right, we have the ship hired from Paloom to Poft. So now, once we get to Poft, we'll head east, and hopefully Bafsk is that way. Looks like on the map up at the top right, you can see we have to circle around these mountains a little bit.
Mountains, Gandalf.
So presumably it'll be around the mountains and then down. So far we've been doing everything without a guide, so I am curious how long we'll be able to do that without wandering too much. And by the end of the challenge, we're going to have to look up a guide just to make sure we didn't miss anything, because we got to get 100% on everything. Don't want to miss any optional quests or anything like that. I'm not sure that there are optional quests in this game, but we need to make sure of it. That way we can continue on with the challenge. Minwu is pretty good with the axes. I'm curious how much it affects his magic interference, or if the optional or the optimal option that we clicked on takes that into account, or if it's just straight damage. Also, right outside the city, I assume that's the Dreadnought up there. Big war airship, I should say. You'll need a pass to board the Dreadnought. You're with the rebels, right? You've got to destroy the Dreadnought. Everyone knows. I wonder if we talk to this guy if we have to fight him. Let's find out. When is the Dark Knight coming back? At this rate, we're going to fall behind schedule for sure. Okay, so we can talk to the bad guys without having to fight them. There's a rebel spy masquerading as an Imperial soldier. If you can get to him, I'm sure he'll have some important information for you. This random person knows that somehow. Get back to work, I swear. No one wants to work under General Borgin. Okay, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and see if there's any items to stock up on. I don't remember how much of everything we have. We don't have much money, so I'm going to risk going without, but eventually we'll probably want Maiden's Kiss and Gold Needle to secure Toad and Stone, because don't want to be stuck with those. We have one Phoenix down. Ethers are crazy expensive, at least at this point. So I think we're just basically going to make sure we have potions, which we do, and call it good from there. Once again, very glad antidotes aren't as important in this game as they were in the last. So let's see what this guy said. This General Borgin. What's this? Back to work. Work, I say. If we finish even one day sooner, my glory will be exponentially greater.
I don't care.
Okay. They're making us work like slaves. I hate that, Borgin. Being used by a man like that really makes my blood boil. It's weird, though. I can't seem to remember what things were like when the Dark Knight was in command. So the Dark Knight was in command, and now Borgin is in command, apparently. General Borgin is not dealing with these peasants as he should be. So nobody likes Borgin.
Everybody hates him.
See what weapons we can get here. Basic stuff. Well, we can get a longbow. But I don't think I'm going to worry about bows, at least not right now. I'm assuming the armor is the same basic stuff too. Silver Curious.
Curious.
That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and buy one and see who is best to equip it to. It might be better for everybody. It's way better for Firion. So let's go ahead and give him one. Buy some more. Let's buy two. Surely we'll need them both. Place some leather armor. Way better for her. And his bronze is way better than the bronze armor. So let's go ahead and buy one more. Whoops. Buy one more for Minwoo. I don't think he'll even really need it, but it's only 200, so why not? Copper Curious currently. Interesting. Okay. So glad we stopped by here. I was not expecting it to be so much of an upgrade. So I'm going to guess this is probably the spy. I don't feel like working at all with that buffoon Borgin in charge. The thought of doing anything for his precious glory makes me sick to my stomach. Okay, so he's just hiding from work. He's not the spy. That's funny. Okay, so I think we just have the lower part of town left. Yeah, we've got the magic shop, some stairs in the bottom corner there. So let's check out the magic, see what we can get. I don't even know if we can afford anything. Fear strikes fear in the target's heart, making them more likely to flee. Basuna cures status ailments that wear off after battle. So that would be like poison, blindness, things like that. Isuna cures status ailments when used in battle, and silence to inflict silence. So I think we're going to get Isuna for sure, and Basuna probably would be good to have. So we'll teach them both to Maria. So Isuna and Basuna. Okay. So now she's got a decent list of spells. We need to get some black magic for her. She just has fire and that's it. Okay. So let's weasel our way up through here. This has got to be him. He's blocking the way. General Borgin took command of things in Bafsk a short while ago. Things have gotten much easier than they were under the Dark Knight. It's hard to believe a bumbling idiot like Borgin could become a general in the Imperial Army. Oops, you didn't hear that.
You didn't see anything.
So let's ask him about, I guess the ones that are important are red. So let's ask him about the Wild Rose and then the Dreadnought. Aha, you're one of us. I had to be careful about what I did while the Dark Knight was here looking over my shoulder, but the great General Borgin is anything but. He's just a domineering blowhard.
The man was a blowhard and a grab.
All right, now I'll ask about the Dreadnought. So you're the ones they've sent to destroy the Dreadnought. Don't worry, I'm on your side. There's an entrance to the sewers up ahead. It's a back way leading to the Dreadnought. Be careful. If they see us talking, they may start to get suspicious, so I'm out of here. Good luck. All right, so we are on our way to destroy the Dreadnought. I don't believe there's anything else we need to do. We're pretty well stocked up on everything. Nice, nice. The music is awesome. Reminds me of the Mario 3 Air Armada music. I'm not sure if that's the name of the level, but pretty sure most people are going to know what I'm talking about. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. We have a lot of balloons here. Let's see if any of them self-destruct on us before we kill them all with the auto battle. Gonna guess probably not. Nope. That was their last chance. So far have not gotten any of them to self-destruct, so I really don't know how much damage it does. Okay, so first let's open this chest. Got a long sword, pretty much useless. And on the map, we have this big winding maze of an area to make it through, and then one chest and one set of stairs down at the bottom. Zombies. In this game, like in the last game, for the Pixel Remaster version, there is a bestiary to fill out. So each new enemy that we kill will go into the bestiary, and at the end we'll have to make sure we have completed the entire thing for the 100%. Kind of crazy that we're still fighting goblins. I know it's only like this a few quests into the game, but still, we're just completely destroying everything. Let's see, down we go. Music is freaking fantastic in this game. From my understanding, this is one of the lesser regarded Final Fantasy games, and nobody really likes it that much. Let me know in the comments if you are one of the people who really do like this game. So far, I really like it a lot.
Not that much.
The first time I played through, I really liked it a lot. I think it has really nice characters. Looks great, at least on the Pixel Remaster. And it's not a bad game. It's just, it's not as good as all the rest. So it really stands out that it's not fantastic like most of the rest of them. It was ambitious for its time, we'll put it that way. So we got a longbow, also pretty useless. But yeah, anytime you play an old RPG like this, if you judge it by today's standards, none of them are going to be that good. But if you look at it through the lens of its time, as I like to say, then there's a lot of value to them. And you can kind of see where some of the newer ones got their ideas from. Okay, so we have 2 dead-end paths. And then one path all the way up the right side that winds all the way around to a door and a set of stairs. So, thankful to have the map so we don't wander too much. But I'll make my way up to that door, keep you from watching all these encounters, and we'll see what's in it. Got some garlic. What the heck is garlic? Deals damage to the undead. Huh, okay, that's cool. That's new. Okay, now we'll make our way to the door. Alright, so I was going to make our way to the door, but it looks like the Dark Knight is blocking the path. So let's see what he does. Actually, let's heal up just a little bit first. Going to go ahead and use Maria's Cure to start leveling it. Don't need much health because nothing in this game is very hard. But we are healed up, and let's see. You're too late. The Dreadnought is complete. I've been working behind the scenes to see the project through to completion. End your resistance. Kneel before your Emperor. It is the only alternative left to you.
Resistance is futile.
Consider what I've said. When the time comes, we will meet again. Alright, so don't even fight him yet. He just tells us that we have no hope. Heh. Looks like you came all this way for nothing. See for yourselves. So what's in the door? I'm curious. I'm going to have to find out. There goes the Dreadnought. So we're probably going to have to chase it down. Also like in Mario 3 when if you lose on the final battle, then the ship kind of goes around the map. It's almost like that. There goes Poft. Poft is destroyed. I think that's Paloom. It's either Paloom or Altair. Probably Altair. Okay. Well. Now we have to go back through. So now we can see what's in the door. It is one chest so far. Okay, in the chest we have a pass. Okay. We needed that in the town. I thought the guy said we needed it to get to the Dreadnought. But we already found the Dreadnought, so we'll see. We need it for something, obviously, and I'm assuming this warps us out of here. Yes, I would like to leave. So nice, not having to walk back. Okay, so now let's actually check out the town and see what that guy was saying about the pass. See what's happened now that Borgin and the Dark Knight are out of town. The Dreadnought, we're doomed. Doomed. They finished the Dreadnought. The world we know is over. You have to tell Princess Hilda that the Dreadnought's been completed. She may know how to stop it. Alright, so everybody's freaking out. We gotta make our way back to Altair, it looks like. Alright, so I wonder... I'm curious, when we make it to Poft, if the ship will still be hireable, or if we talk to Sid and get the airship or something. That would be very nice. So, I'm going to make my way back to Poft, and I will meet you guys there. Okay, we are back to Poft, so let's see what the destruction has wrought. We were attacked by the Dreadnought. They're dead. They're all dead.
We're dead! We're dead!
You folks looking for a ship? This guy's got his mind on business still. Alright, so let's see what is in this bar here real quick. Just Sid and his buddy are still alive. Going on the airship, you pay the guy behind me. Let's see if we can ask him about anything, just the Dreadnought and the airship. So the Dreadnought, what you want to do is blow up that thing's engine. Do that and you can bring down the whole overgrown tub. Alright, well, good to know. Blow up the engine. I'm sure we would have found that out from someone else. But let's see if there's anything else in the town or if they're really all dead. Curious if even the shopkeepers are gone and stuff. That'd be kind of interesting. Have one chance to buy the stuff. Not that it was good stuff. But no, all the shopkeepers are still alive. So, alright, looks like that is all there is to do here for now. So I'm going to Altair and we'll talk to Hilda. Alright, we have made it. No, this is Paloom. Let's see if Paloom got ransacked too. I know. Okay, it has been. So, I'm hurt. Hurt bad. I don't think I'm going to make it.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
I think you'll be alright, buddy. It is interesting someone survived here. The Dreadnought attacked and destroyed the entire town. My daughter. They killed my daughter. Alright, so the just destruction everywhere in the Dreadnought's wake. So, continue our way to Altair. We're almost there. I will say it is a lot of backtracking in this game just for the story. Got to cut this game a lot of slack. I do enjoy it, but there's a lot of things to complain about. But once again, can't expect it to be perfect. Still very fun. So, we have made it to Altair. See what Hilda has to say. This town's been destroyed too. Curious what everyone else says. This man in Poff named Sid just might know if the Dreadnought has any weaknesses. We got lucky and stopped there. Sid was the first person to ever build an airship, and the Dreadnought's really nothing but a big airship, right? Dreadnought's attacked, but at least our hideout's still safe. I'm sure they all say things similar to that. Glad we stopped and talked to Sid. Okay. Many were wounded in the Dreadnought's attack. The shock has even caused my father's condition to take a turn for the worse. I hate that my father has to see this. He knows his death is near. Is there nothing you can do, Minwoo? All those who live must someday die. It is our fate.
If he dies, he dies.
Still, it is my duty as a white wizard to ease the pain of those who suffer. I take it we're losing him from the party. I shall remain here and devote myself to the care of the wounded. I take my leave of you. The fate of the world rests on you, Firion. Waste no time in destroying the Dreadnought. Alright, there goes Minwoo, so we're down to 3 again. We'll see who joins us next. See what she has to say. Father's condition has improved a great deal thanks to Minwoo. She literally just left. Okay. Ask her about the Dreadnought. Many lives were taken. The Dreadnought's attack. How are we supposed to fight something so terrible? Nothing happens when we show her the pass. I wonder if we go see her father, since she mentioned him in the conversation. King's illness goes far beyond the physical. There's little I can do. Ask him about the airship. Sid gave up all he had for his airship. His rank, his honor, his family, everything. The Dreadnought is a massive airship. It is likely they both function on the same principle. Okay, so even though we already talked, so many perished in Dreadnought's attack. Perhaps it would be best if we surrendered to the Empire. You are definitely sick, sir. No one knows more about airships than Sid. He was such a fine knight once. Oh, how men change. Okay, so I guess we gotta go back to Sid. That's what everything's pointing to. I'll go ahead and talk to some NPCs before I go all the way back there and make sure, but most likely that's where we're going. You see, it happened just as I said it would. Obviously, the task was more than you could handle. It's funny, I like that guy. He does not like us. After all that, they finished the Dreadnought anyway. Incidentally, I believe the king had something to tell you. Okay, so the king told us to go to Sid, so guess we're going to Sid. So we get to go all the way back to Poft. Prince Gordon's disappeared. I wonder where he could have gone. So Gordon is missing as well. All right, to Poft. Before we go to Poft, though, there is one interesting little tidbit that I noticed/remembered. So when you stay at an inn, the cost is determined by how much healing you have to do. So if you don't need much HP or MP, the cost is low, and if you need a lot, the cost is higher. So it's kind of a nice little twist for how it would work. Not very realistic, because in real life they would just charge you for the room. But either way, now we're on our way to Poft.
A few moments later.
All right, we are at Poft. I really hope... Oh boy, didn't he? Okay, we're almost to Poft. I really hope Sid gives us the airship, because this is getting quite tedious walking back and forth every time we have a new quest. So I'm sure we'll be going back and forth to Altair a lot more. So hopefully we will have the airship soon to do it, but we'll see. Got to talk to Sid and find out. Hopefully he tells us more than he did before. You want on the airship, you pay the guy behind me. Okay. Let's see. Can we give him the pass? Nothing happens. Ask him about the Dreadnought. Blow up the engine. The airship. Okay, here we go. Airships are powered by Sunfire. I'm sure the Dreadnought's no different. So we'll learn the term Sunfire and then ask him about it. Controlling Sunfire is a tricky business. Let the flames get too high. You got to run away on your hands. The engines will blow sky high. Okay, so we got to put some Sunfire into the engine, but we have to figure out where to go to get to the Dreadnought first. So let's see if this guy can take us to the Dreadnought, perhaps. Summit Falls, Bath, Gatria, Altair, Finn, Keshwan, Salamand. No Dreadnought. Okay. Let me think on this.
I'm thinking.
The only thing I can think to do is to go back to Altair and ask Hilda about Sunfire, which sucks because having to go all the way back. But I don't know what else to do, so okay, we're going back to Altair, and I'll see you there. Okay, we are back to Altair, so let's see if Princess Hilda tells us about the Sunfire when we ask her. Father's condition has improved a great deal. That's not what Minwu said, though, so... Okay, ask about the Sunfire. Sunfire is in the crest of the kingdom of Kashwan. Its flame still burns on the ground floor of Kashwan Keep. Scott and Gordon have told me many stories concerning the flame. Their finer points of the tale are not known to me, however... I seem to recall that the flame cannot be held in just any torch. Sid told us that we might be able to use Sunfire to destroy the Dreadnought. Then there's no time to waste. We must depart for Kashwan Keep at once. If you hire Sid's airship, the journey should not take long. That leaves only one question. What can you use to bring the Sunfire back? Okay, so we gotta go to Kashwan Keep and find something to carry the Sunfire. And one of the NPCs also said that Gordon was missing earlier, so he's probably there. So, gotta go back to Kashwan Keep. I don't remember. Where is Kashwan at? Alright, we have not been to Kashwan yet. I thought we had for some reason. So, guess what? We get to go back to Poft again. So much backtracking, but we'll get there and then should be able to fly to Kashwan Keep. So, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, we are back to the bar with Sid. So let's see, maybe he'll tell us. Did we already ask him about Sunfire? Yeah, we did. Okay, he's the one that told us about it. Okay, let's see about flying to Kashwan Keep. Kashwan 400, I guess we are paying up. So, get our first ride on the airship. It's supposed to go outside, I assume outside of town entirely. Yep, okay. Alright, here we go to Kashwan. Kinda nice, it just brings us straight there, don't have to try to find it or anything. Okay, we're... Actually, it looks like, if you look at the map, we might have been able to walk here. Probably not, can't quite tell for sure. Okay, we are at Kashwan Keep, finally. Okay, so we have one door that we can get to right now. Let's see... there's the one door, but then there's also one chest, bottom right. And then on screen here, there are two sets of stairs and a door. So right now we just go to the door. That's all we can do. And we are still fighting these puny little wimp enemies. So look at that. They can poison us, but I don't even think they're strong enough to do any damage to anyone in the party. No, they're either missing or doing 0 damage per hit. Or just doing poison is the only damage. It's crazy. No, we're not super far into the game, but still, a little bit of variety would be nice. But we have here, presumably the Sunfire. The Sunfire blazes brightly. I assume we have to bring some kind of torch back here. And then get the Sunfire here. Door's locked. We have a pass, but not a key or anything. Curious what we're supposed to do. I wonder if we find Gordon somewhere. I wish we knew who could tell us how to carry the Sunfire. I hope we didn't screw up and come all this way when we should have done something else first. I can't think of what it would be. The only thing I can think of would be to talk to Minwu, and he would tell us about it. I'm not sure. Still kind of assuming that wherever Prince Gordon is, we have to go get him in the party and then come here. But the NPC that told us about him just said he disappeared, didn't know where he went. That is quite unfortunate. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to have to look at a guide because I don't want to wander everywhere trying to figure it out. So let me look and we'll go from there.
Let me check.
So turns out, you know, the king that is laying in bed and can barely talk, we're supposed to talk to him about the Sunfire apparently. So I guess we'll find out. There has to be a way to walk all the way back, which is a big bummer, but gonna have to do it. So we got to go back to the king and ask him about Sunfire. So, all right, I'll see you guys back at Altair.
One eternity later.
Okay, we've made the long journey all the way back to Altair again, just to ask the king about the Sunfire. Okay, so ask him about the Sunfire. Scott sealed the gates of Kashwan Keep to protect the Sunfire in the event they were defeated in battle. You will need the goddess's bell to break the seal. So we'll learn the goddess bell and then ask him about it. The whereabouts of the bell are known only to the Kashwan royal family. Huh. Okay, so now we got to figure out where the guy from the Kashwan royal family would be. Probably Gordon. I think that's the one they're talking about. Let's ask him about the goddess bell too. Gordon would know where... Yep, it's Gordon. Would know where the bell is kept, but I have not seen him lately. Someone close to Scott or Gordon may know where to find it. Who is close to Scott or Gordon? There's Paul the thief. I don't think it would be him. There was a third brother, I believe, to them, Scott and Gordon. Don't remember who it was. Let's ask her about the goddess bell. I've heard Scott and Gordon mention the bell. The gates of Kashwan Keep open only to the voice of a Kashwan or the ringing of that bell. The bell rests deep within a cavern on the snow plains. It will not be easy to retrieve, so it is your intention to enter the snow cavern. Very well. If only Gordon were here, there would be no need for you to risk such danger. But he isn't, so you must. There is nothing I can do but pray for your success. Joseph knows the snow plains like the back of his hand. You should seek his counsel. Okay, we made our way all the way back here. And now we get to go all the way back to Poft. So lots of sailing back and forth. So make our way to Poft and then north to Salamand. And we will talk to Joseph about getting to the cave. Okay, we are back to Salamand. Now we will go talk to Joseph. See what he has to say. And then hopefully it won't be too much longer before we actually get to the next dungeon. We'll see though. Alright, so it says, it looks like you managed to save my daughter. Thank you. That cowardly Borgin had been threatening Nellie to get me. Forgive me, if there's anything I can do to help, all you gotta do is ask. So let's ask. There's a lot of things we can ask him about. Might as well start with Dreadnought and ask about everything. Since the Dark Knight took over, construction's been moving ahead a lot faster than before. I hear it may even be close to finished. I feel like we asked him that already. So let's ask him about the goddess's bell. The only way to reach the snow cavern is on my snowcraft. I keep the snowcraft hidden in the mine. There's a blue stone on the first floor that marks the spot. Look behind the stone and to the right. The secret room's there and the snowcraft is inside. Behind the stone to the right. I'm sorry I couldn't help you find the mithril, so I want to make up for that by pitching in now. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Okay, so Joseph comes with us. And guess what? We get to do more backtracking. We get to go back to a previous dungeon before even making it to the next one. To find a hidden spot in the wall to find the snowcraft. It's kind of crazy. So, we got to go back to Simmitfall Caves where we started in this whole episode. And we'll find the snowcraft there. Okay, we've made it back to Simmitfall Caves. So now we can finally interact with this crystal that we saw the first time we were here. Also, Joseph is actually kind of neat. He's a unarmed fighter. So he's like a little monk that gets to fight with us. Maybe he'll actually attack here. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was one hit for 131 damage unarmed, so that's pretty cool. All right, so behind the stone to the right. Aha. His head looks gigantic on this little sprite there.
Big head.
Just punch the wall. Joseph turns a small rock jutting out of the wall and a passage appears. Okay, he didn't punch the wall. The snowcraft is in here. Okay. In the chest we have the snowcraft. Alright, so now we should be able to make it to the next dungeon. I'm wondering if Joseph comes with us or if he leaves us here. Surely he doesn't just leave. It's still weird that we can't interact with the crystal itself. I guess it's just like a marker for where to go to find that in the wall. One single goblin before we get out. It's crazy. Okay, I'm pretty sure the snow area is to the north of Salamand. It is. So we have to go back around to Salamand. Actually, you know what? I think we can take this river up and to the left, and then it would be faster than going to Salamand. And I don't think we really need to heal. I mean, we still need to heal some, but we can use some magic for Maria. Level up her cure a little bit. And I think that's going to be good enough. Level 3, got to level 3. I think we're going to be in good enough shape to hit the snow cave without going to rest at an inn first. Surely.
And stop calling me Shirley.
I mean, we're still fighting goblins, so I don't really see it being a problem. All right, we have made it to the snow. Okay, we have not quite made it to the snow. I'm curious what new enemies we'll finally see once we make it there, because I haven't seen any new ones in a while. When we had to make our way from Kashwan Keep back to Altair, that long heck of a hike, there was one... Oh, cool. It's a ship for the snow. But anyway, there was one icicle. Okay, a new one.
Get over there!
If I ever finish my sentence, there was one, I think it was like a dead head is what it was called. It was the only new enemy we've encountered in a long time. So, finally nice to see something new here. Alright. Surely the cave will be obvious where it's at. Snowmen. So just like the Sasquatches, but in the snow. Okay, gotta be coming up on it soon. Dang, Joseph is pretty cool. And there it is, Snow Cave. Alright, Snow Cavern, B1. I think we're going to call it quits here for this episode, though. I don't want it to be too long. But we made some decent progress. A lot of it was just walking back and forth and progressing the story. I like the idea of asking each person about the key terms, learning new key terms. I really like it a lot. But the way it's executed, not quite so much, because it is a lot of backtracking, just going back and forth the whole time. So, made a little bit of progress, and on the next episode, surely we will be able to get the Sunfire and hopefully destroy the Dreadnought. Let me know what you guys think of the way this game is panning out so far. I like it, and I dislike it at the same time. So, it's still fun to play though. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, and please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have already, thank you very much. I highly appreciate it. I hope everybody's enjoying the series so far, and if you missed any episodes and want to go back and watch them, once again, the playlist is on my channel, and I will also put a link in the description to the playlist. Thanks again, and I will see you guys in the next one.